What my 9-year-old ate or didn't eat of his school packed lunch today, I was making him a chicken tikka wrap today as he loved this last week, but I only had mini wraps today, so I made him 2. One small one just didn't seem enough, but I also thought 2 might be too much with the rest of his lunch, but I'd rather him have too much food and options than not enough and be hungry at school. I put the wraps in this section today instead of the bigger one as I needed the bigger section to fit in this watermelon triangle. Have I finally found another healthy food that he will eat other than just apple and peppers? He tried a bite of watermelon yesterday and said it wasn't bad, so I said I'd put some in his lunch today for him, but I also gave him a safe healthy food that I know he normally eats just in case he didn't like the watermelon today, so I cut up some orange pepper into strips too. Then I gave him an angel slice, which is his absolute favourite, and his crisps today he was having barbecue hula hoops, the cheaper Aldi brand. Usually he doesn't like cheaper brand foods over the proper ones, but he loves these. And for today's sweet treat section, I gave him a packet of mini party rings, well, mini iced rings from Aldi, and I felt like he didn't have enough for some reason, so I gave him a mini pepperami too, which I kept in a packet so it didn't add pepperami flavour to the fruit, and guess what? He ate the whole lot. He even ate the watermelon skin or rind or whatever it's called. He said he loved it.
Come pack River's pack up with me. I don't know why, but every time I do a pack up video, they always seem to do well. Pom Bears and Maryland cookies in, some raisins because they're the closest thing to fruit that I love, a baby bell, and some chicken nug-nugs. I did also put a sausage roll in for him, but I actually forgot it was in the oven while I did this video. Thanks for watching. Love ya. Bye.
4 lunches with me for my 4 kids. We have a kindergarten, 2nd grader, 4th grader, and one in middle school who's in 6th grade. One of their favorite go-to meals is mac and cheese. Haven't packed it in their lunch in quite a while, so they're going to get it today. I'm starting off by including some halos. They actually sent us a PR package that has a ton of these little cute oranges, so they're getting halos today in their lunch. All of my kids got it except RJ. He's not really into citrusy food, so he's going to get grapes. So along with their mac and cheese, they're also going to get some little hot dogs. I'm going to cook them on the stove, and then I'll end up just placing them on top. Sometimes I mix the hot dogs in, but I just want to put it on top this time. I don't have time for like regular box mac and cheese. They have to do melting the butter, adding the milk, all that. So I'm just doing the Cracker Barrel one that it just has like the cheese sauce. Their veggies, they're getting the carrot chips, and they're also getting the Olive Garden Parmesan Ranch dressing. Hands down the best dressing. I love the regular like Italian dressing, but the Parmesan Ranch is top tier. They're also getting some popcorn, and then now to finish off the mac and cheese, Ronaldo's actually doing it for me. I'm just kind of recording and stirring. The kids love when he makes mac and cheese because he adds all of the things to it. So some lemon pepper, I think it was oregano or Italian seasoning, onion powder, and then I added some extra cheese to it as well. Because they're getting hot food, I want to make sure that I preheat all of their thermoses. I'm going to put some boiling hot water in it and just let it sit for a little while, like 10 minutes. That way it gets it all hot inside, so when I put the hot food in it, it stays hot. Kids are also getting some pickles. This has become their new obsession. We've always loved pickles, but the ones that come in these little bags are so good. After the thermos is preheated for a while, I then poured the water out, and now I'm putting the mac and cheese in, and then I'm adding the hot dogs right on top. Their lunch is about 3 hours after I pack this, so it's not going to be like steaming hot, but it's definitely not going to be cold. It's not going to be room temperature. It's just going to be warm. For their drink, they just all got plain white milk, and then they also got a Kind bar, and then for Layla's snacks, she got a little applesauce pouch, and the boys got Pirates Booty. Then RJ starts school about 2 hours after them, so I already did all the cold stuff of his lunch, but now I'm gonna do the hot food. Same thing, I'm gonna preheat the thermos, shake it up a little bit to get it nice and hot. I'm gonna let it sit for a while. Because the mac and cheese was sitting out for a little bit, I had to reheat it, and then for some reason mac and cheese never reheats well, so I added more cheese to it, so it was extra cheesy again, added the hot dogs on top, and that is pretty much it. He has a lunchbox from Pottery Barn Kids. This is from last year, and it fits everything perfectly in there. That is it. Thanks for watching.
Let's pack lunch for my picky eater. In her class, they do have a peanut allergy, so peanut butter and jellies are not really welcome. And that is the one thing my daughter will fully eat. So instead, we're gonna do a little charcuterie snack type situation. I grabbed all of her favorite things. I wanted something high in protein, and she loves salami, so I went ahead and added that into her box, followed by some cheese, some grapes, apples, 2 cookies, and she loves these spicy Cheez-Its. And for snack time, a couple of these Annie's extra cheddar. We try and stay away from Red 40, but she loves those spicy Cheez-Its. They're so good. This lunch was such a success. Follow for more lunches. Bye.
After going through the comments on my last post, I have come to the conclusion that you guys are truly bitter and jealous about those who post content like this just because you cannot afford it for your kids. Because I didn't see anything in that video. I was only talking to the person that said, do we put that much energy we put into creating content like this? Do we put that much energy in doing the assignments too? And I said, if I can put this much effort in creating content like this, what makes you think I wouldn't put much more effort on the academics on the child that I'm packing this lunch for? Some say they eat, finish, and they sleep. Sleep for where? Maybe your child did not have enough rest before going to school. That's why your child will finish eating and the next thing the child wants to do is to sleep. At this junction, I drop my pen. I drop anything. I drop everything and anything relating to addressing this matter. Eventually, everybody should do what pleases them and what they deem fit and what they think is right for their child. And eventually, everybody else will be fine. That being said, thank you for watching. Bye. See you tomorrow.
So these are the lunch boxes my kids asked for today. My 5-year-old wanted my homemade Uncrustables. My 3-year-old wanted DIY pizza Lunchables. And the baby can't talk back to me yet, so I went with the same as his brother to make it easier. Added in some other favorite snacks like Perfect Bar Minis, which are the perfect snack for kids that have at least 5 grams of protein and nothing artificial. More on how to make these below. Follow.
Pack lunch for my middle schooler with me. If you've been following my lunch videos for a while now, you know that typically I show myself packing my middle schooler's lunch along with my elementary school kids. But it seems to do a lot better and I reach a larger audience when I'm sharing his individually, which I get because lunches for an elementary kid may not look like lunches for a middle schooler. So going forward, I am going to start sharing RJ's lunches in a separate video. So today for lunch, he is getting mac and cheese. I shared with y'all before that he loves anything cheesy, even my jokes. I got these boxed macaroni and cheese from Winn-Dixie on clearance for like $167. They're usually like almost $5 for a box. I was saving it especially for lunch, so I'm finally making it. Why I love those type of box ones is that you don't need to add butter, milk, any of that. The cheese just comes in the packet. Because I'm giving him hot food, I am going to preheat his thermos, and right now he's using his Omi box up, so lesser compartments, but they're a lot deeper and larger. For a middle schooler, it's perfect because you can fit a lot more food, because at that age they may not be grazing as much. Maybe they just like 3 things and a lot of it. Whereas my elementary kids who use the regular Omi box, they like a lot of little things. So this lunch container is perfect. So along with the mac and cheese, he is getting some wheat thins with some cheese slices, some grapes, pumpkin spice cookies. I'm giving him my fruit roll-up that I got in my Team Mom gift bag from last week's game. And then for his drink, he's getting a Gatorade. I'd originally made the mac and cheese at like 6:30 in the morning, and I'm packing his lunch at like 8:30 in the morning now. So I had to reheat the mac and cheese, and all I did was add a little bit of milk and then some shredded parm, and then I just mixed it all up and it made it cheesy and like brand new again. Putting everything into his lunch bag, and this lunch bag is from Pottery Barn Tea, and it's called the Colby Cold Pack, and it fits everything perfectly. And today I'm actually going to see him at lunch because I'm working the school gift shop, which is called the Pro Shop, and that Pro Shop is located in the cafeteria. So I'll get to see him and all his friends. But thanks for watching.
our 9-year-old ate or didn't eat today of his school packed lunch. I cut the crust off of 2 slices of bread and then added 2 slices of ham to make a ham sandwich. He's really fussy with fillings that he likes in sandwiches, but ham is always a winner. I cut the sandwich into 2 and put it in the larger section of the lunchbox. I gave him 2 sausages too, left over from dinner the other night, which he loves cold. I cut them into halves and then put a packet of fridge raiders on top. For his healthy section, I cut him up 1/3 of an orange pepper into strips, 1/3 of a yellow pepper into strips, and then he says that he doesn't like red peppers, but normally he will still eat them when they're on his plate, so I gave him a small amount of red pepper cut into strips too. And for today's packet of crisps, I gave him some cheese and onion Walkers. They're his favourite Walkers flavour. And for his sweet treat today, I gave him a packet of Fruit Stars, which he absolutely loves. And there's his lunch already, and apparently he ran out of time to finish eating, he said, so he did not eat the whole lot. And guess which part he didn't have time to finish? The healthy part. Typical. He did take some bites out of the orange and yellow peppers though, which is better than no peppers I guess, but the red peppers were moved to a whole different section. He obviously didn't want them today.
Let's pack lunch for my generals.
Pack today's lunch in a Benko Pop lunchbox perfect for big kids and teens. First, I'm packing a turkey, cheese, and avocado sandwich that fits perfectly into the large section. I added the fruits and vegetables into separate compartments, keeping everything separate and fresh. And for a salty snack, I added a handful of pretzels. With so much space for all this food, isn't the Benko Pop lunchbox perfect for your big kid?